watching bruceseesall.
Hello everyone, Bruce Swartz here from Montreal, Quebec, just on the outskirts. I'm a ufologist. I study in astronomy. I show what's on the moon that the government, all the things that the governments are not showing, and there's quite a few things. We see the structures and bases that will never be hidden again. More and more throughout the years, we will see all of this coming out. Connections, mining, definitely an industrial surface. They are producing something on the moon, working together as a civilization, and it's being hidden from the public, but some are starting to wake up. The governments and everyone related to the UFO topic that is spreading bullshit online and throughout the world, around the entire world, about nothing being alien and about these lights being just something foreign or alien to us. Oh no, nobody that is human is flying around in these fast-moving crafts that move at several hundred G-forces and Mach across the sky, absolutely near invisible, high rates of speed. They're not human. We don't have that technology. They're lifting up off of the surface of the moon and they're arriving. Here's one taking off, here's another taking off, and watch a second one from the same place, and I'll show a third, a fourth, a fifth. NASA, you got caught. I may not be popular, I may not be listened to by 8 billion people, but I guarantee you, I exposed your asses. Just like the many secret projects that are compartmentalizing all their secrets. The government in the States now doing the same thing, compartmentalizing all of their secrets. You get caught? Well, you can't go to the head of the line to find out who's in charge. And they're suppressing this information. They're blocking people online from sharing this information. Let's get into something really serious. I'm here to confirm today what I'm seeing on the moon. We're seeing UFOs shooting out projectiles of light. There's a stationary light on the surface that is moving around in a circular motion like a clockwise, and is shooting projectiles out hundreds of kilometers away from itself. We can see it here under a haze and a mist. Is there a war on the moon? I'm showing you the truth. Visual proof that many things are on the surface, both stationary and also flying around in the atmosphere of the moon, and they're lifting up from the surface. They're going to and from the moon. Can these be the lights that we are seeing going to and from Earth? UFOs every single night that I'm filming here. How could someone not be curious as to if these lights are the ones that we're seeing on the moon? Many different characteristics of the lights that we see in the sky. There could be many different characteristics of the lights that we see on the moon. That's why I'm documenting them. How many times have I showed you, my community, those here, a UFO as big as this, stationary in the sky, looking at me, just sitting there and hovering? That's the hardest thing to catch and see in the sky. Here, an abundance of proof and evidence, and that is why they are blocking me. The UFOs that are here on Earth can be the UFOs that are on the moon and that possibly are even having a war up there. And that's exactly what we're going to look at in this particular video. The possible war on the moon, the proof, the evidence. And here every night, if you're new to this channel, watch the videos of all the abundance of UFO fleet that I catch rising up from low near the surface. And they're even coming down now, 20, 30 a night in only a matter of an hour or two. We're seeing magnetic fields around these UFO craft. They're flashing, they're hovering in the sky, they're stationary, they're following each other, they're flashing at each other. That's why you have to come to this channel and share out the research to start sharing the truth with the rest of the world. I also have a lot of short videos where I show an abundance of UFOs both on the moon and here rising up. Look at the quantity of lights rising up and look how low they are in the sky. I didn't even show the war on the moon yet, and I bet you most of you have clicked off. These lines that are towering over many hundreds of feet up into the air, going over mountains that are both rising and descending levels, is constructed. And the atmosphere, all the UFOs that I'm seeing, proving that there is an atmosphere, is out of the bag. And it will never go back into the bag. There's several spacecraft in the lunar atmosphere flying around. I don't know what you guys and gals think, But I know this is definitely not a typical mining process. Look what we're looking at. UFOs shooting out to other lights and getting shot at. And I've shown this at least 2 handfuls of times. If people are mad because the truth isn't coming out and you're working hard to bring truth out and you're not getting anyone's attention, don't be mad because you're not alone. This is a stationary UFO that there's something happening on the surface with it, and we are looking at it slowed down. We'll look at it fast. What is happening with this object? The illumination on the surface, and something takes off from the surface and hits the UFO light. And this is live with a 14-inch telescope. It's Linda Moulton Howe, Jeremy Corbell, Ross Coulthard, Bob Lazar, John Lear. Nobody showed these things on the moon. They only talked about it, right? Why? Because nobody has the proof and evidence. And the one that has the proof and evidence, me, is going to be blocked. UFOs shooting themselves on the surface. Definitely something up there that is intelligent. It's a civilization. They could be hundreds of thousands, millions, billions. We may never know, but I guarantee you one thing, they're keeping this from the public. Look at this. What is that? Debris, missile, out of control, something spiraling, something drops from it and drops a bomb on the surface. You're literally looking at live footage that I filmed, Bruce Swartz from Montreal, Quebec, here a couple of years ago, watching them bomb the moon. And when I say them, I don't know who them are. They are, right? But look, you can see it quite well. And we're going to see it at real speed too, so that you know how fast this object was going by. Look at it, frame by frame, dropping a massive bomb or something, projectile on the moon, and seeing an incredible explosion. Nobody has footage like this, so don't wonder why they're blocking me. No one will get footage like this. I'll be the only one showing this for the rest of the next 10 years. I guarantee it. I'm 8 years into the research, just completing it in August right now. So if you want to support the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. And please look at the older videos. Older? I've only been here since the end of 2016. I don't only film UFOs on the moon. I film a large variety, guys, of different captures, different sightings that can even be some living organisms. There's lines. This is Copernicus crater. This is what got my channel closed down quite a few years ago, 6 years ago, for showing the blue spot, the line, and the smoke line or whatever's going through that line where Copernicus crater is. The surface is being smoked over, and they're hiding the whole surface, whatever they are doing there. We can't see it entirely, but we can see a lot of areas as the smoke moves across. Exclusive research, nobody's showing this, the line of Copernicus. Propulsion system at the back of the UFO where you see the massive fire a mile wide based on the size of my telescope. Easy peasy. The truth and proof is in front of us, even though we don't know what these objects are or who they are. We know they're there. And that's a lot more than the Pentagon and the defense in the US are doing to help the truth coming out, because they are holding it back. You have to wonder why they are. Incredible proof that you'll see here, and you'll not see it anywhere else. These are UFOs propelling themselves high up into the lunar atmosphere, and they're showing us the ones lower, below them, under the smokes and hazes. Let's see that fighting even closer. UFO pulls up and gets shot. UFO coming by gets shot. See that? So there's shots from the surface, and get this, overhead dropping projectiles. And this is in the same freaking video, guys. See that? That's how fast it happens. Watch this. Flying by. Boom. What do you think of that? You see it well, can't you? That's a bomb dropping on the surface of the moon. We have to share this footage out. Get me onto some big researching channels, guys. We'll blow it out of the park. Expose the governments for who they are. So I'm showing on the ground of the moon, there's fighting. And they're shooting out lights, and they're traveling around. Definitely, there's UFOs going to and from the moon. We have objects from the surface shooting the lights going by from the surface into the atmosphere of the moon. And we have these craft that are dropping off projectiles of light that, I mean, it looks like a bomb, doesn't it? Watch. Out of control, and then something comes out of it, and it heads down to the surface, and a massive explosion. You see the plume of smoke and fire, like hell fire. Check it out. Paul Sabo, H.A.A.R.P, Darla Lama, Ruth Kelly, everyone who contributed, gifting out the memberships, and every way you have. Kristen Kruger, Michelle Preston, thank you so much for the generous contributions, everyone.
Thank you, Eric Dubé. Merci pour tout.
Aliens on the moon. When are they gonna tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.